I can't believe it. The guys at Sucker Punch have fired shots to Rockstar Games by releasing a second trailer for Ghost of Yotei, and also simultaneously given all those anti-woke gamers something to cry about for a little bit longer. I haven't watched this yet. It's been out for a couple of days and I haven't watched it because I wanted to share it with you. So if you like this kind of thing, games, reactions, blogs, all that sort of stuff, then do hit the subscribe button now, because it costs you absolutely nothing and it means you get the most up-to-date content. I also did a big chunky video on the first Ghost of Yotei trailer and talked about some of my predictions for the game. So if you want to, you can watch that directly after this. I'll put a link down in the description. But for now, let's watch the second trailer for Ghost of Yotei.
Unreal.
Oh, the mask. The max. The mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics.
A wandering spirit seeking vengeance.
God, I'm so excited for this game. Onryo is a wandering spirit seeking vengeance. That's what she is. Yes, it's a woman. I know you're all scared and worried about this, but it's fine, honestly. It's fine. Women can be in games too.
Who are you?
You look like you need a toothbrush, mate. Little writing on her sword there.
Oh, family.
Oh, so it's a revenge thing. The snake. Oh, this is similar to...
Kitsune.
This is similar type of vibe to Assassin's Creed Shadows, where they've got a list of people that she's looking for revenge on. Oh, flashback.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
I'm sorry. It came to this. Little wolf.
Little wolf. And she has... Does she have a wolf pet in the game? Oh! Oh! Oh, this looks so beautiful. Look at the lighting on that. There she is. There's always leaves. There's always like colourful leaves blowing around. There's the wolf again.
Situ Rainu. Why do you always call me that? It means one who is easily lost in the hunt.
I'm saying that she looks like one of the Ainu, which I mentioned in my first video. If you want to know about the Ainu, go and check out the first video. And the music's great as well. It's like a western. Some sliding, some swinging, and you're definitely going to be able to control the wolf. You're definitely going to be able to use the wolf as a companion. Oh, that's what she was doing. She was crossing a name off the list when she did it, right? Oh.
I have to go home.
Looks like there's going to be a lot of flashbacks in this, and the wind as well, leading you where to go. October 2nd. October 2nd, 2025. So, the woman with like the tattoos around her mouth. I'm sure, if I'm remembering correctly, the Ainu, which is like the native people in the northern part of Japan around Mount Yotei and all that area, they were called the Ainu. And I'm sure when I looked at the pictures of the Ainu, they were tattooed in that similar way. So my prediction in my first video is that she was one of the Ainu, because they were essentially a repressed people by the kind of incoming Japanese shogunate type. You know, they're trying to take control of the whole of Japan and unite the whole of Japan. But the northern areas of Japan were still controlled by the Ainu mainly. So there's all these different parts of Japanese history around that time, these key events that happened. And I think all of that's going to link together with what she's doing. So I think the people who were the kind of go-betweens between the mainland Japanese shogunate and the Ainu, the people who kind of managed that relationship, over time, they were kind of got worse and worse. There were a lot of Ainu uprisings. There's a lot of uprisings from those people. to try and get rid of that kind of mainland Japanese influence. So I think that's what it is. I think she's a member of the Ainu, and her family were killed by these kind of mainland Japanese people, the shogunate people, and I think her whole thing is getting revenge. Now, around that time, if I'm remembering correctly, and do go back and watch the original video that goes through all of the kind of the key events, there was quite a big uprising from the Ainu. So I think, as well as your kind of solo revenge plot that will run through the game, I imagine that you may also have to go and get allies and maybe be part of this uprising, or help to organize an uprising against the people who are kind of pushing influence onto the Ainu people. So that's my prediction. I still stand by all of my predictions in my original video. I think go back and watch it and let me know what you think down in the comments. But also, it seems more clear now. She's called Little Wolf in the trailer, and there was a wolf featured in the first trailer, but it wasn't really clear whether the wolf was just one of the wildlife, and that whether she was in danger from that wolf, or whether the wolf was like a companion that you use. It looks clearer to me now, and I might be wrong here, but there was the image of the wolf leaping and grabbing an enemy. I think your companion is going to be the wolf, and you'll be able to kind of command it to do specific things, a bit like Kratos does with Atreus in God of War 2018, where you can spam square to fire arrows or whatever. I think you're going to be able to do certain commands with the wolf as well, and that'll be like an assistance when you're in battles, which will be helpful if you're surrounded by lots of people at the same time. Still, the beautiful imagery, beautiful lighting, beautiful cinematography. Story looks like it's going to be really strong. A revenge plot. You see that quite a lot in this style of story, where the protagonist is a child that experiences like a trauma and then spends their life training to get revenge, essentially. You see it in The Last of Us Part 2. You see it in a bunch of these games where and like in film and stories in general, where something happens to a child and then they spend their life training to get revenge. So that seems to be what's going to happen, and I think throughout the game you'll get a bunch of these flashbacks where maybe you'll kind of access those memories and maybe be able to show how you learn different skills, or that's how they'll introduce new skills to the game, by flashing back to her different teachers throughout her childhood and formative years up to the point where she is. The banner that she's holding, where you see in the first trailer and in this trailer, the banner that she's holding that she wipes her sword on, seems to be her list of names that she's going to go through. So I think that'll be the core plot, is you will go through the game attempting to get revenge on each one of these people, to kill each one of these people, and that is a list. So when she wipes her sword across that banner, she's striking a name off the list. It's essentially what I think is happening there. So a few more tidbits of information, a few more insights into what the story is going to be. I still think my original video stands really strong in terms of predictions for this game, and I'm so excited to play this. I'm so excited to play this. Will Jin Sakai make a return? That's a big question. I don't think so. I think the time period is too long. Maybe there will be Easter eggs and references to him in terms of the history and that kind of thing. But Jin was, I suppose, kind of more part of the kind of thing that this character will be fighting against. If she is part of the Ainu, the native people in the northern part of Japan, then she's fighting against that kind of government, if you like, the shogunate. I'm super excited about this. Recommendations for me, again, I would go and watch the TV series Shogun, which I think is a really good example of around this time period, or leading up to this time period. Play the first game, of course, because it's just beautiful, but this looks like it's going to be epic. And for all of those people, again, I'll say it again, complaining about the protagonist being a female, just don't play the game. Go somewhere else. Nobody cares. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Do hit that subscribe button down below. It doesn't cost a thing, as I said before, to subscribe. If you want early access to content like this and early access to my other content, my reactions, my game reviews, my vlogs, then you can go over to ko-fi.com/charmthegamer, and there's a whole bunch of benefits that come with that. Or you can become a member below by clicking join. So either one of those things is a membership program here that lists all the benefits out, or you can go to ko-fi.com/charmthegamer. Both those things are very much appreciated. But if you just want to watch for free, subscribe and like is the way to do it. All right, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.